All right, just doing a little driving on some back roads. Just wanted to see how it do. It was a little bit better there than the last time I tried it on this road. Previously, it would stop before the railroad tracks and then wouldn't quite go out to the stop sign and look. That time it went to the stop sign and looked and then turned. As you can see, this road is extremely narrow. Right here, this side has been repaved where it collapsed. And they haven't painted lines, but there's a seam in the road where the line used to be. And the car is really having trouble knowing where to be. It's kind of going back and forth. Blind curve here. This is a 2-lane road. Even though it's a little narrow to be one, it's kind of sketchy when somebody's coming in a big truck. But this is a 2-lane road, so it really should be on the right side. Alright, and I don't have a destination put in, so I guess it's just deciding it wants to turn right. Okay. Good stop. Navigate to Papertown Coffee. Actually, no. I'm going to cancel. I'm going to, let's see. I can't cancel out of this. There's nowhere to tap. There we go. Alright, I'm going to slow us down a little bit. I'm going to take us on this back road. Since I've done the other route 100 times, I'll take a really back road and see how it does. Wasn't making that turn wide enough. It was going to be way too close to that car sitting there. A really narrow lane to try to turn onto. It needs to do a much better job at making wide turns. Okay, it needs to pull up much further to see. Okay, now it can see, so it should go. And it went across the yellow line. It needs to do a better job at staying in the lanes. In that case, there wasn't a car right there, but there was a car coming. It should not pull into the other lane. Speed it up. It has the speed limit wrong here. I think starting here it's actually 45. The signs are missing. This area was actually flooded underwater back in August. And unless something has changed, the speed limit is actually 50 on this road. There are no signs, so you'd never know it. The car thinks it's 25 still. But there used to be a sign here that said 50. Cancel this, and navigate there. So this route is mostly just a bunch of tight curves, not really many turns. There is a pretty blind stop sign that will be interesting to see. I'm going to guess that the car will not see it because people have a tendency to miss it as well. Really bad design for this intersection. But that's a little ways ahead. So for now, we'll be going through some tight little narrow curves on this 2-lane road. Again, the speed limit on this road is 45. I don't know who in their right mind would ever drive that fast on this road. It definitely is not safe. So obviously there are some straightaways like this that getting up to that speed would be fine. But then you've got curves like this. This is not a turn. This is just a curve. Extremely sharp. We were talking about 180-degree sharp turn there. Yeah, this is actually, see, I'm having a hard time figuring out where I'm at. So I can't really look down at the map because I have to pay attention to the road. So I'll wait till it passes this little side road. I don't want it to turn on this road here. So I'm going to wait and then navigate to Ingalls and Canton. This is also not a turn. The road just curves to the right. It does that a lot around here. It puts on the turn signal for a sharp curve. I'm just guessing that where this was trained, they don't have curves like that. And just went over the yellow line for some reason. I'm going to slow it down manually. It's not... So you can't see anything over this hill. Completely blind hill there, as you could see, and it was over the line as it went over it. because obviously you can't, if it's your first time, you wouldn't know where the line was either, and you'd probably slow down. But once you've driven it, you know where the lines are, so you know, in your head, you know where the curve is or where the hill is. So things like that, I wish the car could remember. Again, we're across the yellow line. But yeah, I wish the car could remember, like, it's already driven this once. It should know where the curve is, where the lines are going to be, even though it can't see yet. But it can't. So right now, it's slowing down on its own to do this. So here, the speed limit drops to 30, which is a much more reasonable speed, even though we're not even going 30. And we're driving across the yellow line over and over. It put on the turn signal to get back over in the lane it's supposed to be in. And now it's putting on the turn signal to go around this curve. And over the yellow line again. And we're over the yellow line again. Now, it did not do this on the earlier version that I came down this road on. It does not need to be over the yellow line in these curves. It can't see. Okay, I thought it was an issue just with the roads that don't have clear lines, but it is over the yellow line in these curves, and the line is very clear. It's showing them on the screen. It does not need to do this. Alright, so another blind curve. You can't see anything. It should hug the right just in case a big truck is coming through or something. And big trucks do, because there's farmland out here. So you'll get an F-350 with a trailer coming through. So here's this stop sign. It actually did see it. But it stops way back at the stop sign. I can't see anything. It needs to creep up about 2 car lengths. Okay, so now it can see. Okay, it did a good job. Yeah, it shouldn't stop where the stop sign is, because they put that stop sign further back because people weren't seeing it until they came over that hill. So they, years ago, put the stop sign back a little bit so you can actually see it before the road ends. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to take us... Take us this way. Okay, it did better in that curve. Even though the line was pretty faded there, it kept us on the right side of the road. And that's how it should always do. Okay, another UI glitch that's still present is the directions on the navigation here are just blank. So this light has a right turn lane. It should go to the right. There aren't lines, it's just a wide opening so that you can be in the right to turn right, or the left side to go straight or turn left. Okay, speed limit drops to 40 here. So it should slow down and advance. And then it drops to 25 up ahead. So right here it drops to 25. I'm going to let it get over, but it should not be in the right lane. The right lane is a right turn only lane up ahead, and I have navigation set to actually... Oh, yeah, never mind. That's my fault. So I'm going to set navigation to go up here. We'll try that wall again. This is a very sharp curve. I'm really surprised that it had me change lanes in that curve, but it did a good job. Oh, I don't know why it should not get over. It tried to get over, so I had to disengage. Obviously the right lane is right turn only, and I'm going straight. So, not sure what the deal was there. So now that car's not behind me, I'll go ahead and engage it just in case it decides to do something crazy here. Okay. So not sure why it wanted to put me in the right lane at the last second there, but that was incorrect. So up ahead we've got our turn at the wall. I'm going to slow it down to 15 this time instead of 8 and see if it still slows down and makes the turn on its own. So I'll go ahead and slow it down to 15, since it takes a little bit to actually get it down to speed. Oh, it wasn't. It must have only worked because I slowed it down to 8 miles per hour, because it was still going toward the wall. And this is not a stop, so don't stop here. Alright, so that's that, and I'll do the last turn up ahead. And it needs to get over. Get over all the way. That woman stopped because I'm just kind of going in the middle of the road, and the car wasn't getting over far enough for her to feel comfortable coming through because there are bushes on her side. It needs to stay on its own side of the road. Now, it can't really see to the left here yet. Okay, now it's good. But it needs to swing out into the lane and then turn, not cut across the lane. And then don't speed up so much. This is a narrow road. You can't You can't go 35 miles per hour down this road. All right, so there you go. Plenty of disengagements again, and thanks for watching.